Okay, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh my gosh. I have no idea what happened. Like this never happens. It was like internet. It was just like all of a sudden Zoom was down. I was like, what's happening? I guess I'll try. I was trying to get like Squadcast up and everything. I don't need that in my face anymore. So we're just gonna do it this way. Into it. But you were saying the one thing that was really helpful with the Facebook group, or something along those lines.
Yeah, something that was really helpful was your examples that you did, like you went live with us every week. And you, not only did we have, the Kajabi within us, that we can go and look, literally listen to, wrap up of the week. But then also you went back and went live with us to talk and see where we were at. And I think that was good because you were able to, explain stuff that you went a little deeper than Amy. So for example, we were looking for, webinar host or something like that. Like you went back and you was like, okay, this is how this looks. This is how Demio looks. But if you can't start there, look at something else. So you were able to do that one-on-one with us. And yeah, it wasn't a lot of people on, but everybody came back for the replay. And I think that was good. And I was saying that you were saying you were going to close the Facebook group out, but you never did. And I was like so thankful because I went back and just rewatched some of your videos. Because I was like, Crystal did a video on this. And I was trying to figure out what webinar host that was. So I went back to watch your video. And I was like, okay, I'm going with Demio. Because you was able to explain it, what it is, and understand where our price level is. And that's one thing that I like, that you're not, okay, you need to have this, being Kajabi. But if you're not there yet and you're a new business owner, like you can start low, and I think that's what I appreciate you about the most, because everybody was different levels of their business, but you understood that and you met us where we were at.
That's awesome. And that's really helpful to know too, because I think that I'm in my own head so much. And so I think of when I was starting, what would have been super helpful, and hearing you say the behind the scenes of like, okay, not just this is what you need to use, but this is actually what it looks like. But yeah, hearing that's helpful because, from my perspective, and it's hard whenever you're doing like presentations or you're doing a training like that and you don't have a ton of people live, but hearing you say like, oh no, the replays were great. Like I always went back and watched something, that really encourages me, because sometimes like this is the type of feedback that I need. Cause I'm like, wait, if I'm just doing it, nobody's live, and like people would sometimes write, hey, I'm watching on the replay, or this was really helpful. And then sometimes they didn't. And so I just want to make sure that if, we still go in that same direction, that it's going to be helpful. But I love hearing just that, this one simple conversation right here. It just re-energizes me to do that, because I like showing those things to you too, because if I can see an example of, Demio is a great example. If this is what's out there, I can know pretty quickly if it's in my price range and if it's too complicated or too simple for what I really want. And those behind the scenes, I really like seeing those. So that's really helpful.
And I think the other reasons why I wasn't able to join, because you had them during the day and I worked during the day.
Yeah.
So I think you can ask people, when it's the best time for you if you want people live. But like, when the best time are you available to do lives? That's something, that you can ask. The replay is fine with me. Even when I do in my Facebook group in the evening, I have more replays than I do people,
Yeah.
But I really, like that you was able to go, back, and tell us different products, to go and even listen to your podcast when you were talking about email service providers, different there. Like this is all new to me, that online world, I was like, oh my God, I don't know. And I think I listened to your podcast and you were talking about when you were switching, you were WordPress, and then you were kind of explaining, the difference. And I was like, okay, so I'm good talking with you because I trust you in a way where you're not just going to tell me to, buy this because it's expensive or you're getting a profit for that. You're going to say, right, where are you at now? This is where you need to start. So I think that is amazing. And that's why I don't have my podcast yet, but Crystal, I'm going to get my podcast. But I'm like, you are the go-to person for me. And I was telling someone in my accountability pod, and she started her podcast. I said, you need to go follow Crystal. I said, she's gonna help you out.